You might ask, what is he doing tonight? Well, how can I explain that? How do I start? So I came out the other night and still on the bed was some drinks that we bought from the DS ferry, the duty free, on the way back. And anyway, I'm thinking, right, I've got to get this tidied up once and for all. They've been sat there for a fortnight now and I haven't done nothing with them. So I'm like, right, I'll have a little shifty in what we call this the wine cellar. There's a little tiny compartment under the oven down in the kitchen area. Yeah, there's this long slot channel up that way and there's a little channel kind of that way, so it's a perfect place to stash your bottles. So I keep these, I've got some of these cardboard tubes that you get with certain bottles of rum and stuff along the way, and I've always kept them because they stop the bottles rattling around. But in the meantime, I had some of this the bamboo matting that I used on the on our camper board the other night, and the green stuff on the bathroom floor, and I thought, right, I'll just modify in here. I had some anti-slip in here before, so I thought, right, I'm just going to line this out in the bottom of this with some of this matting because it's quite nice and spongy. So I'm just restocking the drinks cabinet, or the wine cellar. I've got another one there. That's like a metal one actually. So it just they all sit in there. Just put your bottles in. Another one, bottle of Bacardi in the Don Papa tube. That will sit in there as well. That's all good news. And there's a little another gin bottle that just sits there for a second. This is the bags we like. Look, tax free. And in here we have a litre of Whitley Neal and a litre of Kraken. We actually bought two of these because these are £16 on the ferry, and these are 2 for 32, so £16 a bottle, and these are litre size, so you just cannot go wrong. So but the other two bottles are not in here, they're somewhere else already, but I'm not going to say where. And they're not in our we haven't drunk it, but yeah, so there we go. There's the bamboo matting in the bottom of there. Utilise that, lovely jubbly. That'll do me for tonight. So anyway, in the meantime, what else have I been up to tonight? I have been actually getting my BF Goodrich KO2s back on the van. If you watch my Instagram, if you see my Instagram pictures, you know me, I love my wheels and tyres, shiny stuff like that. It's lovely. I just so anyway, I was itching to get them back on. Thought, right, I'm going to grab it by the horns tonight. Got home and literally from my work, and I'm going to get them on, take off the Michelins, the aluminium wheels. I always do. Anybody that watches me, I think I might, in this video, I might put some links in the description box as regards, because I'm changing my wheels around. I don't really need to do another video on that. I probably will do at some point when I get really excited, but yeah, so put some links in to changing the wheels around, showing you you've seen the KO2, you've seen me, the KO2s, love them. So the KO2s are now back on the van on the steel rims, which I sort of still call my gas rims, which I've had from the word go with this motorhome. I always, like in the winter, put the KO2 my gas wheels on. I've not only used KO2s, I had some previously I had some Michelin Agilities on them that I used to use in the winter before I got the KO2s. We have been running the KO2s, these tyres here, for just over 2 years now. It was 2 years ago in September that I put the KO2s on originally, and absolutely delighted with the KO2s. Everybody says, what, you know, like noise, and no. They're smoothing off a bit now. They're like, so we've done a few trips with them. They've been super invaluable. The only thing I've got to say is, I don't know if you remember the video that where we stayed at Stonehenge, and I went down and got in the mud. So when they clog with mud, they're not so effective. yeah, not so effective. They displace water really well when you're on the road. They're obviously displacing water really well. Snow conditions, stuff like that, they displace really well. But as regards like noise, no problem whatsoever. No effects on the steering, no wobbles. They are unbelievable tyres. I love them to bits. And not only that, they look good. They look good, especially with the white stripping on the outside. Oh, the other thing I was going to say before I go too far down this video, before I forget, it's going to be a super quick video, just so the most important thing probably that I discovered tonight, because on our recent motorhome trip, Croatia, and I think it was when I was leaving Croatia, we noticed that one of the rear tyres on the, it would have been the offside, driver's side rear, looked slightly low. I was kind of like, that looks not quite right. Let's get into the nearest garage and see if we can, we'll pump it up and see what the pressure's like. It wasn't down massively. So anyway, I readjusted the tyre pressures, had a quick visual and couldn't see nothing. Again, double checked it in Slovenia, and yeah, again, a little bit of pressure loss. Nothing too drastic. I was like, okay, where is this going? As it starts seeping on the rim, maybe leak around the rim, the valve maybe, but I double checked that in Croatia when I adjusted the tyre pressure down there. So anyway, not too much of a problem. I had another visual, couldn't see nothing. He must have been hiding right down the bottom every time, or just missed it. Anyway, so I was that's one thing that I was itching to do when I got back, is to get that wheel off and have a good old examination. And basically tonight, it was the first wheel I went to, and was jacking it up, and I am looking right at the head of a nail. Or, well, to be honest, I haven't extracted it as yet. I'm going to we're going to get into that. I just wanted to, just curiosity, I just had this sneaky suspicion that I might have a puncture, and yes, I have got a puncture on that tyre. The foreign part, whether it be a nail, bolt, don't know yet, bit of metal, it looks round, it almost looks like a nail head, it could be a bolt or something like that. Yeah, I reckon maybe a nail, because it's leaking very slightly. I've got a picture, I'll tag in a picture, and so on further examination, I'll get the pliers on that, get it pulled out, and it's in a good position on the tread where it can be repaired. So we're going to probably get a mushroom in that and repair that tyre, and it'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, so it's just one of them. It's another little, you know, sometimes you're unlucky, you get something in the tyre and it's instantly, you know, we're carrying a lot of weight. It just very slight leak on it, but it's probably just another good indication of, like, if you have, you know, and I was kind of like, well, I've never had any other problems with the rims leaking, the valve is good, yeah, but there you go. So always a good one to keep an eye on them tyre pressures, because it could have been very uncomfortable, although we have the spare wheel mounted underneath at the back if I needed it. Fine. So that's that. What else have we done this week? I have now done my new sticker little logo for the High Seas Adventure, which as you know is on the cards. So we managed to get the design done. I've actually uploaded it to the sticker people today, so we're just waiting to get some stickers back. That should be middle of next week. I spoke to Gerald from Save Space Carpets, the guy from the Motorhome show at Malvern. We met Gerald, and he's sorting out our carpets, so fingers crossed next week we should be getting our carpets back from Gerald, and we're super excited about it. We will, as soon as they get back, we'll show you what they're like, and that'll be a separate video next week, hopefully, all going well. And the other day, I don't know whether I mentioned, one of the first things I actually did when I got back and washed my van, before I washed it, I installed the fridge vent covers that go inside of the vents. You undo the vents, they sit inside there, and obviously in the winter time they make the fridge run more efficiently, and most importantly to me, when it's windy, rainy outside, it stops all that rain going in the back of your fridge. So if you haven't got, you know, just bear that in mind. We came unstuck in the early days with our roller team, where we had, it was like a park next to a building. It was almost like a vortexy with a and it would go the rain ends up going sideways into your rear of your fridge, and then you've got problems. So that's one thing that I do try and keep on top of. I haven't got it in yet, but in the next couple of days, hopefully maybe over the weekend, I shall get the DeLonghi heater ticking away in the back of here again. We are lucky enough to be on a mains hookup here, our house, so we have electricity, so we just keep that one ticking over just to keep the van nice and warm. It's not dropped tremendously at the moment the last few couple of weeks while we've been back, but we're nearly into November now, so we're just going to keep an eye on. That at the moment is about it. So just to keep you up to speed, tyre pressures, then fridge vent cover, that's it. See you soon.